All the key cards have changed dramatically, and that's why we're going to be using each key card in the game 10 times to see what we come out with. Before we get into it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. I stream almost every day. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So this is the garage office key card that's located in Greens Prospect in Crescent Falls, and you can actually buy this key card for 10,000 K-marks from Korlev. Now you might be thinking, why in the world would I want to get this key card? And there's some very good reasons for you to want this key card. Shock absorbers are one of the hardest things to find in the game this season, and this is one of those key cards that can spawn one. They have the chance to spawn one. Will you get it every time? No, but you can have the opportunity. From the amount of times that I went to this keycard room, I found a list of different items, including magnetic field stabilizers, old currency, shock absorbers, titan ore, print resin, salvaged insulation, old currency, autoloaders, smesh, pistons, aluminum, Kotek multi-tools, jewelry, and copper wire. This is literally every item I found in this keycard room, but the hard spawns for this room, which means the items that you're gonna find literally every single time, are going to be derelict explosives. That is number one. You're always gonna find some sort of derelict explosives. It could be a couple. I think the most I've gotten from this room is 8, but you can find always derelict explosives. You're gonna find magnetic field stabilizers almost every time because they do spawn in mixed in, and as you see right there, I just got a shock absorber. So this room is really good for magnetic field stabilizers, derelict explosives, and shock absorbers, and you're going to want to come here every single time because this room is literally in the middle of the map. Like I said before, it's a $10,000 key card to buy. It's extremely cheap, and you're gonna need a lot of derelict. There's some good jobs to hand in derelict. Shock absorbers are needed for a lot, and you're gonna need a lot of derelict for future endeavors in the game, especially in the end game. So in order to get guns like the Comrade, you're going to need a lot of derelict explosives, and it's really good to know a spot where you can go literally every raid, and you're basically guaranteed to get that item unless someone's been there previously than you. It's a really good spot to go because Greens Prospect is always a hot stop. It's in the middle of the map. You're more than likely going to go there almost every raid, or at least pass by it almost every raid. It's a really good spot for also some PvP action. One thing to think about as well when going to this room is why not stop there every single raid, because again, the key card is only 10k K-marks, and if I hit this key card 10 times like I did in this video, that's 100k K-marks just in buying the key. But you can actually find this key as well. I actually have a key farm video where you can farm up key cards, get as many as you want, stack as many as you want, so you don't have to spend 10,000 K-marks just to buy a key card. But again, if you need shock absorbers, you need derelict explosives, if you need magnetic field stabilizers, this room is gonna be the one for you, just due to the most abundant fact of resources that actually lie here. It's a really good spot to make sure you hit. All that print resin that I find in those containers as well is also where I'm stacking up that material to craft all of the exotic armor that I'm gonna need for the future dungeons that I will take myself into. But again, this keycard room isn't a necessity, but it's really good for some certain items. Sure, there's no weapon crate in there. You probably won't get a brute. You probably won't get an RB or a Bassie. You probably won't get any gun at all. But in my opinion, it's actually pretty nice to have some hard spawns for some certain items, just so you know and you can rely on where to get certain items each and every single raid. I believe in these 10 key cards that I used in the garage office, which is in Greens Prospect. Once again, I found 2 to 3 shock absorbers, and those things are literally impossible to find. So just don't forget to stop by here literally every raid. It doesn't hurt you at all. It'll only benefit you in the long run, especially when you're going to need a lot of this stuff for the end game grinds, like getting those oils, getting some dungeons, getting a lot of these materials for the end game. If you made it this far, make sure you comment the word Panini, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.